Good evening. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the City of Kettering Planning Commission for Monday, July 19th, 2021. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Miami Valley Cable Council for taping tonight's meeting for rebroadcast on Channel 6 and streaming live over the internet at mvcc.net. It will also be recorded and available for later viewing on mvcc.net. Since this meeting is both audio and videotaped to form a complete record for possible appeal to City Council and/or the courts, it is important that anyone who wishes to address the Commission will need to come to the lectern to speak into the microphone and give their name and address for the record. The Planning Commission is a volunteer, independent body appointed by Council, whose mission is to hear all bodies involved and subsequently make a motion to approve, deny, continue, or recommend the application. All action by the Commission can be appealed to the City Council. This time, I'd like to introduce members of the Planning Commission. On my far left is Don Shimon, Vice Chair. On my immediate left is Carol Fisher, the Secretary. I'm Don Rethman, the Chair. Ray Waske, a Commissioner, has an excused absence this evening. Member of staff present this evening is David Roller, City Planner. First item on the agenda was the approval of minutes from June 7th, 2021 and June 21st, 2021. We will not be able to approve the minutes from June 7th, 2021 as we do not have a quorum of members who were present at that meeting. With regards to the June 21st, 2021 minutes, do we have any comments for those minutes as presented here this evening? Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Excellent. Call the roll.
Mr. Shimon?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Mr. Rethman?
Yes. Under new business, item number 2 is 33-01 Schroyer Road. It is a ground sign approval. It is PC-21-011. Mr. Roller.
Thank you, Mr. Rethman. We've received an application for a ground sign approval located at 3301 Schroyer Road. That is Fairmont High School. They're proposing a sign which would be taking advantage of our campus sign regulations. It would be located just south of the Schroyer Road access. That's just south of the auditorium for those who are not familiar with where that access point is. In the Community Center Zoning District, any ground sign that's proposed has to come before the Planning Commission for your approval. That's per the sign policy that's in effect for all properties located in the Community Center District. So that's why we're here this evening, why a sign like that typically wouldn't come before you, but in this case it does for your approval. We've reviewed the application in accordance with the standards for the Community Center sign policy, and we feel that all of the requirements have been satisfied. There is one small issue that did come up, and that is in an effort to move quickly by the applicant to get the sign installed in time for the new school year. Some electrical trenching work was begun. Permits were secured for that. But as part of that, a mature tree was cut down, I believe, to make room for this sign. That tree was required and does need to be replaced, so we are asking that that be made a condition of the approval tonight. We are recommending approval with that condition, and with that, be happy to answer any questions that the Planning Commission might have at this time.
Any questions for Mr. Roller? I have none as well. Do we have the applicant here? Would they like to speak on their behalf? Just ask you come to the lectern, give your name and address for the record.
Yeah, hi, my name is Ken Lackey. I'm the Director of Business Services for Kettering Schools. I live at 4321 Overland Trail in Kettering. The reason for the sign is that we previously, before the new auditorium, had two identifications of Fairmont High School. It was actually lettering on the building, and we actually had a sign, the type of sign where you place letters out in front of the building on Schroyer Road. Both of those identifications of Fairmont High School disappeared when we built the new auditorium and opened in the spring of 2019. So since that time, there hasn't been any signage identifying Fairmont High School. So we planned to do that all along. We are just now getting around to doing that. So we looked at several different sign types, and because of the type of communication that we do anymore with social media and phone calls, we did not feel the need for a lettering sign where you could change letters, or an electronic sign. But we wanted a nice, attractive sign that identifies Fairmont High School. So that's how we came to be the sign at the entrance. I was unaware of the condition, but we have no problems with that condition. We would be more than happy to replace the tree that we had to cut down to get the lighting in there.
Okay.
I'd be happy to answer any
Any
questions.
questions for the applicant? No
Okay,
questions.
thank you.
Thank you.
Although I must say, I'm delighted to see that it's found an electronic printing.
We've been down that road before.
Yes, we have.
At this time, if there's anyone in the public who wishes to address the commission, now is your opportunity. All right, seeing as no one is coming forward, recommendation, Mr. Roller.
Certainly. We are recommending that the request for the ground sign approval for the property located at 3301 Schroyer Road be approved with the following condition: that any tree removed to accommodate the new ground sign be replaced to the satisfaction of the zoning administrator.
All right. If we don't have any other commission member comments, Mr. Shimon, I believe you have a motion?
I do, Mr. Chair. This is for Fairmont High School ground sign approval. Whereas an application has been received requesting ground sign approval to allow a new ground sign for the Fairmont High School located at 3301 Schroyer Road, and whereas the Planning Commission has reviewed the facts surrounding this request, including an oral and written report by city staff, which is incorporated herein, and held a hearing on July 19th, 2021, and whereas this request constitutes approval of a ground sign located at 3301 Schroyer Road, and whereas the Planning Commission adopts the findings of fact presented by staff in their staff report, which is incorporated into this motion, I move that the applicant's request for approval of a ground sign approval to allow a new ground sign for Fairmont High School located at 3301 Schroyer Road be approved with the condition that any tree removed to accommodate the new ground sign must be replaced to the satisfaction of the zoning administrator. End of motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or discussion on the motion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Shimon,
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher,
Yes.
Mr. Rethman.
Yes. Next item on the agenda is audience participation for any items that are not on the agenda. If anyone wishes to address the commission, now is your opportunity. Seeing as that no one is wishing to come forward, we'll now move on to other business, signing of plats,
We do not have any plats to sign this evening.
communications.
We do not have any communications at this moment.
Okay. Planning Commission comments. Mr. Shimon, Ms. Fisher? Okay. I have no comments either, so with that, we will adjourn this regularly scheduled meeting of the City of Kettering Planning Commission for July 19th, 2021 at 7:09 p.m. until our next regularly scheduled meeting.